The Pi core team has posted another update on the Pi application, and this update is about the Pi domains. .Pi domains auction update and utility strategy. The .Pi domains auction continues to see strong engagement across the Pi ecosystem. So this is a good sign that people are showing some support, some trust in the ecosystem, and they are participating in purchasing the domains, which means more and more businesses will be coming in the Web3 space in the Pi ecosystem in the coming period of time. As first shared in the Pi Day 2025 announcement and domains auction FAQs, the domains auction is a platform level utility that harnesses the collective resources of the Pi community and open networks external connectivity to further Pi's role in the real world commerce and digital interactions. Pi domains are something that provides a stability to the price of the Pi coin, because more and more businesses get onboarded, there will be more and more Pi coins in the circulating supply, and it will result in the growth and increase of Pi coins value in the coming period of time. It allows pioneers to have the opportunity to secure and have customized .Pi domains for their businesses, brands, stores, content, apps, websites, personal use, and more. The core team is allowing pioneers to have their customized .Pi domains for their businesses. If they have any brands, content, apps, websites, or anything which is related to your personal use, if you know something, you can even create a course and you can sell it on your domain, and that is what the Pi core team is trying to do with this .Pi domains. A few updates recently were released, including a new statistics page that is available in the domains auction app. In the .Pi domains app in the Pi browser, you will see different tabs which are giving data about the .Pi domains. There is a tab called as statistics, in which you will see which are the domains which have been bought by different pioneers and how many times the bidding has been done for that specific domain. However, as the auction continues, certain trends and challenges warrant attention to ensure the long-term success and intended utility of .Pi domains within the broader Pi ecosystem. Now, in order for the .Pi domains to succeed, it needs some challenges and trends that need much more attention to ensure the long-term success of the .Pi domains in creating the utility and expanding the Pi ecosystem. The core team also talks about the recent updates. Auction statistics now available. A dedicated interface now shows key domains auction statistics in real time. Pioneers can view domains with the most bids, highest price, and recent trending bids alongside other information. This feature gives participants a transparent snapshot of how the auction is progressing and where the highest activity is happening. Now, in the statistics tabs, you can see which are the domains which have been already purchased by the pioneers. You can see which is the domain which has the highest bid, highest price, and the recent trending bids also you can see in the statistics option of the .Pi application. This feature gives participants a transparent snapshot. Now it is clear for all the pioneers and it is transparent about how the auction is progressing and where the highest activity and in which domain the most of the pioneers are taking interest to buy is also seen in the .Pi auction application. .Pi domains auction is now a Pi app. The .Pi domains auction is now a Pi app. The auction was previously launched through the Pi wallet, and its separation allows for unique feature deployments like the stats page and email notification. Now the .Pi auction is also a Pi app. This is promoting e-commerce within the ecosystem. So there are two official applications which are presently available in the Pi network ecosystem. First one is the FruityPi, which is a gaming application. The second one is a .Pi auctions domain, on which you can buy your own customized domain to set up your business or any website, any course which you want to sell, any application which you want to develop. The Pi app was previously launched through the Pi wallet, and its separation allows for unique feature deployments like the stats page and email notifications. So after the launch of the .py domains application, the PyCode team has worked on the stats page, which shows which domain has been already bought, how many bits, and at what price the domain has been sold to a specific pioneer. And it is also working on the email notifications of the individual .py domains owners. Other updates: the bidding interface has been refined in general to offer a cleaner, smoother experience. The bidding interface on the .py domain has been refined in general to see the statistics and to see the data much more clearer. The interface has been changed in a way which will provide much more transparent details about the .py, about the transactions which are happening in the .py domain. Now that the mainnet wallet accessibility has been significantly expanded, more pioneers can see and participate in the .py domains auction. Recently, Banksa was also onboarded in the Pi ecosystem, which allowed KYCing the pioneers with some amount of Pi tokens after purchasing some amount of Pi tokens. So pioneers found it much more easier to do KYC with Banksa rather than doing KYC with the traditional Pi networks developed method. So after Banksa onboarded Pi network, the mainnet wallet accessibility has significantly expanded. More pioneers have been onboarded in the ecosystem, and they are also participating in the .py domains auction. People who did not mine PiCoin, people who had no idea about PiCoin, people who came to know that Pi network is a cryptocurrency which will be the future and which will provide real utility to the real world, they saw an opportunity and they created their own wallets using the Banksa application. An upcoming feature will also enable email notifications that will notify pioneers about updates for individual domains via the settings tab. So in future, individual pioneers who are owning the .py domains will also get notifications through their email. So if you are an owner of an individual .py domain, make sure that you update your correct email ID in the Pi application. Utility creation and the .py domains auction. As the auction progresses, some emerging patterns have surfaced that are worthwhile exploring. A significant number of high activity bids are focused on domain squatting, whereby those bidders seek to obtain domain names associated with major brands, generic terms, or popular phrases. This shifts focus away from the most important goal, utility. Now there are some patterns that have been witnessed in the .py domains auction. It has been seen that people are trying to buy domains which are popular in the Web2 space like Amazon, eBay, Flipkart, Apple, Google. So what this is doing is this is just giving them a domain, but these people do not actually own that domain in Web2. They don't have a business. They are just trying to own that domain so that later they can sell it to someone else. When someone is buying a domain which they do not actually own on the Web2 space, so it means that they don't have a business. It is shifting the focus away from the most important goal, that is utility. So when they don't have a business but they just have a domain, what it will do is it will not create a utility because they don't have a business, they just have a domain name. So Pi Network is trying to promote people to buy domains who already have a business so that they can launch their business with their .py, with their customized .py domain in the Web3 ecosystem with Pi Network. They can host their business online with this customized domain in future. And that is the main goal of creating utility within the Pi Network ecosystem. .py domains were designed and functional Web3 identifiers, anchors for Pi-powered apps, services, and storefronts. The .py domains were designed in such a way to host Pi-powered applications, services, and storefronts in real-world utility. What we are seeing is early momentum driven by this domain squatting based on name ownership. So what pioneers are doing is they are just trying to own a famous and popular business domain, so that in future when the actual business owner realizes the potential of Pi network, they will approach them and they will bid for a higher value and then purchase the domain from the existing domain owners. But the intended value of .py domain comes from active use. For developers and businesses within the Pi ecosystem, these domains should serve a recognizable access points for live applications, whether that's a merchant storefront, a tool, a blog, or something more advanced. So the Pi core team is saying that the .py domains have to be only bought by the people who actually own a business, who actually own an active business, and developers and businesses within the Pi ecosystem should serve as a recognizable access points for live applications. So there should be some real world existence of the owners of the .py domains, whether it could be a merchant storefront, a tool, a blog, or something more advanced. It should be something that exists, and which it should be active in the real world. To fully support the original vision, the domain auction should evolve in parallel with the rollout of tools that help Pioneer build apps, not just bid and sell. So the purpose of bidding should be with an intention to host a business, create a application, and it is not only about buying and selling the .py domains. It's about creating utility as well. Solutions to these potential issues, like making app creation more accessible than ever, are being worked on and will be announced soon. So there are potential issues later after purchasing the .py domain. Creating an app based on that domain also will be a challenge. Creating an app based on the business model to integrate the Pi network currency will also be a challenge. The Pi core team is working on this issue, and announcement related to the same will be done soon by the Pi core team. Maybe on June 28th, that is the Pi 2 day, we will see some announcement related to the app development in the Pi ecosystem based on the .py domains. That is expected. So let's hope for the best. I hope there is some big announcement that comes on the Pi today. So that's it for today's video, guys. I hope you found this video helpful and informative.